As I was reading, I came across a story of a great man. It left me in a moment of think. On his deathbed, he made 3 wishes. Number 1, he said, "When I die, I desire that only my doctors should carry me to my grave." Number 2, I desire that when my coffin is transported to my grave, all my wealth that I collected should be poured along the road to my grave. 3, my third and last wish is that both my hands hang out of my coffin as I am carried to my grave. So they agreed to do so, but asked him why he said all that. The great man said, "I want the people to learn 3 lessons that I have learned from this world."
Yes.
He said, "I want my doctors to carry my coffin because people should realize that no doctor can cure anybody. They are helpless in front of death." About my second wish, I spent all my life earning riches, but cannot go back with anything.
Yeah.
I will leave everything behind. Thirdly, I wish people to know that I came empty-handed into this world, and I will go empty-handed. We carry nothing to the grave. So I agree with this man on his 3 wishes. However, I beg to differ on his last wish, that we live with nothing. We go without things, but we can live with memories of people we have encountered. We leave a mark on the hearts of people we meet at work, attend school with, and more. So do you know who this man is? Alexander the Great, the conqueror of many kingdoms. It's the point that I would like to share with you a hadith. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that 3 things follow that dead person to the grave. 2 of them return and only 1 remains. His family, wealth, and actions follow him. His family and wealth return, but his deeds will remain. So let's all make sure we do good.
Yes.
And good will follow us. May Allah accept our deeds.
Thank you.
Amen.
Well, that's what you do best. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, I've heard about Alexander the Great. He is a guy who founded America. I think that's the guy, Alexander the Great. Conquered very many places. Hajat, what have you learned from what she has said?
Basically, first of all, me, I fear death. Honestly, I fear death. And if it was not for death, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be a giver. I wouldn't be a God-fearing person. I wouldn't be like a real person. But it is because of death that I compose myself. I get to know Allah so much. I get to appreciate people the way they are. I get to know that I'm not going to be on this planet Earth forever. I have to be a good person. I have to appreciate everybody because I know God created all of us, and I have to be a loving person. So that when I go to meet my Creator, I present exactly what I did with my heart. I follow my heart. I communicate with my heart. One thing I noticed, and one thing I have, actually another thing that I've learned, that this man, at his point of death, he knew that he was supposed to be, to be a helper, help people, because he was not going with anything. He knew that doctors could not even do anything at that moment.
Sure.
He knew that God who created, he knew that now he was going to meet the real person who brought him on planet Earth. So he wanted to prove to everybody that even when you have money and you can go to very expensive hospitals and what, to meet professors, doctors and what, there is nothing they can do. So let them carry his body to the grave. So what does this mean? It literally means that you have to put yourself to God, to Allah.
Sure.
Give back everything, appreciate him. Okay, as we go through this life, this journey of life, we have to be mindful of Allah. Because first of all, we do not know where we came from, and the time we have seen people going, because I think that man, and it is true that man had seen people die,
Yeah.
and he knew he was going. So the lesson that I have learned, and I've had it in me, is that we are not here to stay. So we better keep calm. We better keep loving. We don't, we appreciate people. We focus on Allah and focus on good deeds. So it was very good that you learned about him. And I think it is exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
Young as you are, you're looking at Allah. You want to preach the word of Allah. And you want to please Allah in everything that you do.